This week I did my research on punishments and rewards in the classroom. There's been a lot of research and opinions put out there about this topic, and it's very interesting because it's a quick, easy solution for things, but we kind of find out that it's not really the best solution. Some of the drawbacks of punishments and rewards include that punishments tend to generate anger and defiance in the classroom. It models power over reason. Both rewards and punishments elicit temporary behavior change. Studies show that behavior modification programs rarely work. Neither punishments or rewards help children answer who they want to be, but rather what will happen to them or what they will get if they do what we want. So we want kids to be trying to figure out, who they are, what they love, and these punishments or rewards kind of undermine that. Rewards do not improve achievement. In fact, research has shown that those expecting nothing for doing well did better than those expecting something. So that right there really says a lot about, what our goals are, and that, rewards, they seem good, but they're not really, on the same team as us. Rewards also motivate students to earn the reward, not gain interest in what they're learning or doing. Studies show that rewards can make students lose interest in what they're learning. So again, it's kind of eliciting the opposite response to what we want. Praise can also fall under rewards. They can become conditional when students do what we want rather than unconditional support. So as teachers, we really want to be giving our students support no matter what, not just when they do what we want, Praise can also, we want our students to be intrinsically motivated, and rewards and punishments do not support that. So it really gets back to that intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation, and I think a lot of people will agree that we want our students to be intrinsically motivated. We want them to want to learn, and we want them to, want to learn because it's good for their future, not just because they're going to get something from a treasure box. But, it's not that easy when you're trying to manage a classroom and you're in that day-to-day chaos and you're trying to, get the results that you want, the behavior that you want. Rewards and punishment are the easy go-to. It gets back to, generations, was physical punishment. And I talked to my mom about, she was in Catholic school for a lot of years, and the week we were talking about having teachers as role models, and I was like, yeah, well, I know you went to Catholic school, so, and in the 60s, so you probably can't really relate to having a teacher as a role model. And it's true, like, she didn't really look up to a lot of her teachers because they were using physical punishment. You didn't really respect your teachers because you feared them, and that's kind of a different topic. But as on the path of punishments, it really does undermine your relationship with your students, and but at the same time, as teachers, we need to be managing our classroom. And how do we do that without rewards and punishments? As a teacher, you're dealing with these students every day for a lot of hours, but you're only dealing with them for 9 months, and then the rest of their life, it's I hate to put it this way, but then it's not our problem. So for a teacher that may not care, not that teachers that use punishments or rewards don't care about their students, but we have to be looking at the long term too. And so we need, there's definitely a time and a place for rewards and punishments. And rewards are really fun, and they seem so innocent because they start out as, taking something from a treasure box in kindergarten. But do we want our kids to be, doing things so that they can get this external reward, or we want them to be doing it because, this is good for their future, and it's the right thing to do. It's part of, their job. I observed a kindergarten classroom, and the teacher would talk to their kids about, how this is their job, and, their parents have jobs, and this is their job. And, I think talking to our students can really help us when we're battling that, really wanting to get back to that punishments and rewards. I think avoiding this technique is difficult, but, being a teacher isn't an easy task. So, all this research really backs up the fact that, yeah, punishments and rewards, they're this quick, easy answer, but in the long run, it undermines, our goal is to create, educate students and help them want to learn. And of course, we can't force students to want to learn, but, we have to be smart about these techniques that we're using. And, rewards and punishments, they've been being used for so long. So it's really hard to break that chain and that habit, and, it's what we know. But, a candy bar is not gonna, it's gonna be the quick, easy answer, but in the long run, we need to dig deeper, and certainly we'll be using that technique in the right time, in the right place, but on a consistent basis, it really undermines our goal. So it's a really interesting topic this week.